And I'm going to ask you specifically about June 26th of 2024. Were you staying at that address at that time?
Yes.
How do you know Sean Gaithright?
He's my grandson.
I'm going to show you State's Exhibit 36B. Could you look to that screen behind you? Who's in that photograph?
That looks like Sean.
Your grandson that you just referred to?
Yeah.
And on June 26th of 2004, were there some detectives from the Tampa Police Department that came and met with you?
Yes, I think they were from Tampa. Yes.
And they asked you some questions and reviewed a video that was inside your house?
Yes.
Were they asking you I'm not going to strike that. Prior to that, had you seen your grandson, Sean Gaithright, on June 23rd of 2024?
That was the Sunday before the police came, the 23rd, yes.
And prior to Sean Gaithright, your grandson coming to see you, did he call you?
Yes, he did.
Do you remember approximately what time he called you on that day, June 23rd of 2024?
It was in the afternoon. I know it was after 12. It was over in the afternoon. The exact time, I don't remember.
That's okay. Do you remember what time he arrived at your home after that phone call around noon?
No, I don't remember the time.
All right. Was it still light out?
Yes.
What vehicle was he driving on that day, on June 23rd of 2026?
It was a black car.
Is that a car that you had seen before?
No, that was a recent car he got. The one I knew wasn't working, so they got rid of that one.
Did you have a vehicle at your home?
Yes.
What type of vehicle was that?
It was a SUV that belonged to his mother.
Was that gold or tan in color?
It was more tan.
Tan. And at some point while he was visiting you on June 23rd of 2024, did he change vehicles? Did he leave the black car in your driveway or leave it at your house and switch to the tan SUV in the car, or I'm sorry, in your garage?
Yes, after I gave him permission to do it.
Did you see him unload that black car and take some bags and put it into the tan SUV?
Yes.
Do you remember how many bags that he removed from the car and put into the SUV?
Either 2 or 3, I don't remember. But I know I was there talking to him while he was moving the bags.
Okay. Did you ever look inside those bags?
Yes.
Okay. What did you see inside the bags?
One of the bags had a camera, because we were talking about the camera, his photography that he was doing. And when he came outside, he said to me, "This is the camera." And when I looked at it, it was one of those professional camera, big one that professional photographer use. There was a light source, and there was something that I call it looking like an umbrella that you use to deflect the light when they're doing the pictures.
Okay. And why did you look into his own personal bags?
I didn't take it from him because we were talking in the house. Because when I asked him about school, about the photography, and about his power washing business, then we talked about that, and he said, when he passed me to put it in the SUV, he said, "Oh, this is the camera." And I looked at it and I said, "Oh, nice."
Okay. Were you out in the garage the entire time when he was at that black car in the driveway?
Yes.
Okay. Did you see your grandson wiping down the entire car with a cloth?
No.
Okay. So you obviously weren't out in the garage?
No, I was there. What happened when he had loaded the car, the SUV, and I said to him, "Did you take everything out?" He said, "Yes." I said, "Make sure, don't leave anything that you need, and make sure the car is clean." He looked at me and he smiled.
Okay.
So he went back into the car, and I said to him, and he looked in the front area and he looked in the back, and I said to him, "Do you have your charger?" He said yes. And I did that purposely because they always buy fast food, eat it in the car, leave the wrapping and the container, and with the juice, and they're always leaving things back in my house. So I said, make sure you take everything that you need and make sure the car is clean. So he looked at me and he smiled. And I said to him, "You have everything, you have the charger?" And he did, and he said yes.
Okay.
So that was what happened. Then he said to me, "Do you want me to put the car in the garage?" I said, "No, you put the car in. I will move the SUV." And I did not want to move the car.
Okay. So did he do that for you?
Yes, he did that for me, and I moved the SUV.
Okay. And so at some point, all of the stuff that he had in that Impala, that black Impala, he moved into the SUV. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I had asked him if he took everything out that he needed, and he said yes.
Had you ever said anything different to law enforcement with regards to whether or not you actually looked into the bags?
No, no, I don't remember. I don't remember that. I don't remember.
Okay. You don't ever remember saying that the bags looked heavy?
No, I did not say that.
Okay.
No.
All right. And of course, you love your grandson, Sean Gathright. Is that correct, ma'am?
Yes, I do.
Do you know whether or not your grandson, Mr. Gathright, whether or not he ever owned any firearms or used any firearms?
Did not, never.
He never owned or...
Never owned, never used.
Okay. I have nothing further, Judge.
Okay, Cross.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
All right. Do you know who Alicia Andrews is?
No,
She's not one of Sean's friends, right?
I don't know her, never seen that name before, never see her before.
All right. She's never been to your house before?
No, not that I know of.
And when Sean came to the house, you were standing in the garage?
No,
Talking
no, not when he came. When he came to the house, he came to the front door and he rang the bell. When I opened the door, he opened his arms and said, "Grandma," and he hugged me and I hugged him.
Okay. When Sean came to the house, did he tell you why he was switching cars?
He told me that the car that he had, he couldn't put the power washing equipment. It was difficult to get it in the car, in and out of the car. And then he asked me if he could, we were in that conversation, not just come up and ask me that. We were in conversation, and when I asked him about the power washing business, because I know he started that business a year before, and I asked him, "How is it doing?" And he said to me, "It's doing okay." And then he said, we continued to talk because we were eating and talking at the counter. And then he said, "Grandma, can I borrow the SUV so I can put the equipment in there because it's difficult to get it in and out of the car?" And then he said to me, "It's totally up to you, Grandma." And I said, "It's okay."
Okay. All right. So he said he needed the truck, the
It's
tan
truck,
vehicle,
the SUV, yes.
to put power washing equipment in it.
Equipment in, because he had a job to do coming up. There
All
was a job he had to do.
All right. And could you actually see what was inside of his bags?
I saw he showed me, we talk about the photographer equipment.
Sorry.
So when I was standing right at the back of the SUV was open. I was standing close to the back, and he took the bag up, and then he said, "This is a camera." And I looked in the bag because it was open. So I looked in it and I saw the camera. And as I said, it was a professional camera, not the little small one that we all use. It was a big professional camera.
Okay. All right. That was that bag, though, right?
That was that bag.
All right. But you didn't see any firearms,
No. No.
any ammunition, anything
No,
like that?
No.
All right. And then the police came to your home?
That was the Wednesday after. I think that was the 26th, I think.
Okay.
The Sunday he came to the house and the police came the Wednesday after. I think it was the 26th,
Okay.
something.
When the police came to your home, they wanted to view your surveillance footage?
They wanted to view it, yes.
All right. And you allowed them to view the surveillance footage?
I allowed them to view it, but then I realized that they downloaded the footage and I did not give permission to download. I gave them permission to view because it was just a normal visit and there was nothing on there. You know.
Okay. So you're saying the police took the footage from your house without your consent?
Without my consent, yes.
All right. And I see that you have on a mask. Are you wearing that mask to conceal your identity today?
No, I can take it off.
That's fine. No further questions.
Okay?
Just brief redirect, Judge.
Yep.
Ms. Allen, regarding when law enforcement detectives from the Tampa Police Department were viewing that video footage, you asked them to leave, right?
Yes, I did.
And that was after they were viewing that video footage, is that
After they
correct?
started to take footage from it.
You also got a phone call from your daughter, Damalie Lyle, during that time period, didn't you?
No, I called her.
You called her.
I was trying to reach her because I didn't know what was going on.
And specifically after that phone call, you asked those Tampa Police Department officers to leave, those detectives to leave after you received your daughter's phone call.
No, that was not the reason.
Okay.
I told
But
them
I'm
that-
asking you about the sequence.
Yes.
You called your daughter while they were viewing that video footage, is that correct?
I called her. I did not get her. I called a friend in New York, and I said to her, there are some cops here. I do not know what is going on. Please pray for me, because she's a Christian. I said, I don't know what is going on. Just pray for me.
But regardless, after that call that you made, you asked those detectives to leave. Is that true, ma'am?
Yes, I did ask them to leave. And
All right.
my reason is
Go ahead.
they asked me if they could view the footage, and I said yes.
And did you watch over their shoulders?
No, I did not.
Well, hold on. So go ahead. Were you done answering?
No, George.
Okay,
Pardon me?
I apologize.
No, I did not finish answering.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Where was I?
You were saying that what was the reason, I believe,
Okay,
for asking them
yes.
to leave?
While they pulled me over, I was scared, I was shocked, I didn't know what was going on. I could not use my phone because I said I could not use my phone. The phone was in the car. When eventually they allowed me to use the phone, there's a friend that lives in the neighborhood that I called and I said I needed some support because I'm just out of it. I didn't know what was going on. So he came over. After he came over and they asked me if they could view the footage, I said yes.
Okay.
So we went into the house. I was sitting at the table, at the breakfast table, while they were over in the den viewing. I was not paying attention to them. I was talking because I wanted to calm myself down. So I was talking to the friend. But then it dawned on me that they were there a long time ago, for a long time, and I realized that short time could not take them so long. So I turned around and I said, no, there's more going on. I need to speak to a lawyer because I don't know what is going on.
Okay.
And then he backed off.
All right. Thank
That
you. I
was it.
appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Nothing further.
Okay, may this witness be excused?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. You're free to go.
Thank you so much.